Hello, I'm Dr. Priscilla, the founder of Speak Excellent English. Today, if you're reading along with me, this article is from Breaking News English. Most of the information that you find will come from this very unique website. I find it very easy to use. This is useful for beginners, intermediate, and advanced learners. What makes one lesson different than the other is the type of lesson the individual teacher will choose. Today, I'm just going to talk to you for a few minutes about reading. I want you to pay close attention to the punctuation, such as periods and commas. When you get to a period, you should actually stop for 3 full seconds. When you get to a comma, you should pause for 2 seconds. This will help you with your practice in speaking, especially if you're preparing for an exam that will help you get into an English-speaking university. I will begin at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Scientists find gene that erases memory. Paragraph 1. Researchers from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology have found the gene that could help people forget traumatic experiences. They say the research could benefit people with painful memories, soldiers, crime victims, and people who survived natural disasters are some of the people this research could help. Paragraph 2. Many of these people suffer from very bad stress because of their memories. It is an illness called post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. The scientists found the memory gene in mice. They hope that one day they can erase painful memories in humans. They think they can replace upsetting memories with more positive thoughts and feelings. This would help millions of people who suffer from PTSD. The head researcher, Li Hu Sai, did many tests to make mice forget their fear. Scientists put the mice into a cage and gave them a small electric shock. After many shocks, the mice became afraid of the cage. They were stressed when they saw it. Once the mice had cage shock, the scientists put the mice in the cage again, but didn't give them an electric shock. After a period of time, the mice no longer feared the cage. Positive feelings replaced their stress and fear. The scientists looked at the brain activity when the mice were afraid and when they were not afraid. They were surprised to find the gene that replaced old memories with new ones. They will now try to find this gene in humans. After completing the reading, in a session with me, we will discuss the synonym match. All of these words are found in the article with their matching synonym. Your goal would be to determine which word matches those in column 1 through 10. Traumatic would be C, shocking. Traumatic is the same as shocking. Next, we will talk about these individual vocabulary words and discuss what each word means by making sentences out of them. Traumatic, test, benefit, afraid, erase, positive, replace, surprised, suffer from, find. After doing that, we would look at the comprehension. You would read these comprehensive statements and try to complete the statement with an appropriate word. The word does not necessarily need to come from the article, but it does need to make sense. Now we have the true-false. Try to answer the true-false questions based upon what you remember and what you know. Finally, before we go to the dialogue, we will have discussion questions. I would talk about 4, 5, or 6 of them, or have you choose 4, 5, or 6, and we would discuss these questions. After the 4, 5, or 6 questions that we choose to discuss, we will practice the dialogue and return to the remainder discussion questions using some of the key points from the dialogue. In today's dialogue, I will read as student 1. As you listen, I'd like for you to read as student 2. I will begin at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello. I'm wonderful today. So, what are you up to these days? Really? What was the article about? What type of traumatic experience? Go on. Are you serious? How can a gene help people? I can think of a few things I would like to forget. Continue then. I want to learn more about this process. That is amazing. I can think of many people that could benefit from this study. Think about how many soldiers, crime victims, and the experiences people have endured in the event of natural disasters. So what you're saying is that people who suffer from stressful events and have bad memories, this research could be beneficial. I have heard of this. This is PTSD, right? Go on. This sounds very scary to me, so much so that it does not even seem to be real. Wow, this would help so many people, maybe millions of people who are suffering from PTSD. The mice need not fear me. I'm afraid of mice myself. You can be sure I will stay out of their way. Okay. That sounds like poor treatment to a living thing. You do have a point. Continue, please. They probably were afraid of the cage before they were put into it. How would you like to be kept into a cage? Of course they had cage shock. So what happened? Did the mice die? The mice no longer feared the cage? Amazing. So you're saying positive feelings replaced the stress and fear the mice had experienced. I would imagine this was quite a surprise. So what is the next step? This was an interesting conversation today. Thanks so much for practicing with me. I am Dr. Priscilla, the founder of Speak Excellent English. If you would like to have a copy of this lesson and the free lesson, please leave comments below. Bye for now.